What's up, card family? Hope everybody is doing marvelous on this Thursday evening. I just wanted to do a quick little video and show some recent pickups. I have some vintage, a couple of vintage slabs and some vintage raw cards, and a couple modern cards too here to show. And so, without further ado, I'll dig right into it. First up, I got a couple new Royce Lewis's for Blake's Royce Lewis PC. So this is the 2020 Bowman Heritage online exclusive, and this is the short print photo variation. So I believe in the regular version he's batting, which we don't have that one yet, but I thought this was a pretty slick looking card, and so I figured I'd pick it up. Also grabbed this out of 2020 Triple E Elite Extra Edition. Got a nice little jersey piece there with a pinstripe. And, of course, Panini says it's worn/used, so who knows. Probably wasn't used in a game, but it was really cheap. Actually, it was cheaper than the other one. I did add a Kirby. I have this 1994 Leaf MVP contender. And this is the gold, and I believe the print run on these was 5,000, I want to say. I'm sure somebody out there who knows more about this set than me. It was something like there was so many cards for each award, contenders for AL MVP, NL MVP, and there was a wild card for if somebody that wasn't featured on a card won it, you could redeem it for like a big jumbo card. I think the MVP ended up being Frank Thomas, if I remember right. So if you would have got the Frank Thomas card, you could have redeemed it for a big jumbo Frank Thomas. But anyways, one that I didn't have, so
oh yeah.
And then I picked up this pretty cool lot. Somebody posted on Facebook a collector's choice lot of Twins cards. So it's 22 cards. 10 of them were autographed, and it was very cheap. I only needed one of them for my autograph PC, which will eventually be shown on my showcase. I got to make another one of those videos soon, maybe this weekend. But the star card of the show was this one, Paul Molitor. The Big Show autograph. And this card itself was worth the amount that I paid, in my opinion. So I have several of Paul Molitor's autographs, but when the price is right, you can't turn it down. All right, now on to the vintage pickups. Picked up a couple Rod Carews. First off, I picked up the 69. It's in pretty good shape. The corners are a little fuzzy. It's off-centered, but there are no creases, no wrinkles, and I really don't care that much about the condition. I want to try to do his whole Topps run in raw. And then I also picked up the 76. And honestly, the 69 is in a lot better shape than the 76 is. But now the only one I need to complete the run is the 72. That's kind of an expensive card because that's a high number short print. Been on a bit of an Tony Oliva kick lately. So I picked up this 71 Topps. And so this one, shout out to the seller. Shout out to the seller JD Vintage 71. Now the story behind this is one of those cards that was shipped using the new eBay labels, eBay tracking with the PWE. And this one, I tracked it one day and it showed out for delivery in Waite Park, Minnesota, which is 2.5 hours north of me. So I'm like, how can that be out for delivery in Waite Park? And I kept an eye on it, and then it showed it was delivered. So I thought, well, maybe I'd let the seller know what was going on. I said, I know it's not your fault, whatever. So I waited, and the next day it still didn't show up. So I called eBay and I asked them about it, and they said all they can do is to open up a case and ask the seller to refund me. And I said, well, I don't think it's the seller's fault. I think it's your guys' fault. I think your label is screwed up, or the post office screwed up, something. I don't think the seller made a mistake. And so I kind of argued with them for a while, and they told me that was all I could do. So I did. I told them, go ahead and open up a case. The guy refunded me. I contacted him and told him, I'm sorry, man. I felt bad right after I got off the phone. I shouldn't have, let them do that. It was this is a pretty cheap card. Anyways, it showed up. And so, again, I let him know, and he said, no, don't worry about it. It's a freebie. I told him I'd pay him. I'd reach out and pay him. And he said, no, it's my freebie. Just shop at my store again, please. So if that happens to you, if you see a card that says it's delivered and it was on a eBay tracking number, don't give up on it. Wait a few days. I wish I would have waited just a few more days before I contacted eBay, but anyways. All right, and then this next one is super cool. This one's awesome, man. I love this. I used the money that I made from the fire sale to buy this. And it is this 68 Topps Manager's Dream. Tony Oliva, Chico Cardenas, and Roberto Clemente. It is in a VGEX4, and that's totally fine with me. It presents very well. This corner is pretty bad, but I mean, you can't see it unless you really look at it closely. The back looks pretty clean. It looks like there's a wrinkle right there, but I mean, who's going to look there? To me, it looks way better than a 4, and so I'll take it any day of the week. So I figured this is one of those ones I figured, shit, I better grab this before the price goes up even more. So put that there. And I got one more vintage pickup. This one I got for a great deal too. This one is also a VGEX4. This is a 1962 Exhibits Harmon Killebrew. So this is a really cool card. One that I should have bought a long time ago, but I got a great deal on it. The corners are rough, but otherwise it looks to be in great shape. And you see this one is the stat back one. So these are the ones you can tell what year they were made because they have the stats on the back. And look at this. I want to show you something that I noticed when I was looking at this card, and I'm just not sure what to think of it. So look at this glove. His hand is not in the glove. It's like, it looks like it's like sitting on his arm. So I don't know what the heck is going on. I wonder what the story is with this picture. But anyways, it's a super cool card, and I'm glad to add it to the collection. So we'll plump it back there. And then last but not least, I do have a one-card PSA return from Dustin Bellinger. Trying to get as many variants of this card slabbed as I can. Probably not anymore now that it's $26, $29, whatever the heck it is, to get a card slabbed. But it is pretty awesome. 2019 Panini Prism Draft Picks, Adam Thielen, and this is the pink Pulsar variation, and that did get a 10. So really pleased with that return. So let me know what you think. Let me know what was your favorite card, and we'll catch you guys later.